Does it say Skimpos?
No, Skimpos.
Toy capsule.
You want to open it?
No.
I want to open it. So...
It sounds like that's just like this fucking situation where your dad's like looking at you play games and you're quiet for a while, and then he's like, I gotta say something, so he like asks like, so you're like this guy and rolling, and what's the rolling?
Oh, that's awesome. I love that type of dad.
Yeah.
So, how many rats would it take for you to get overwhelmed?
In what situation are these rats? Is this like a sexual situation?
No. Okay, so you're walking around on the street and you suddenly see one rat, and then multiple come. But there's an amount of rats that you can handle.
Yes.
How many would it take?
14.
14?
14, absolutely. After when it gets up to 15, it's like really sketchy.
Okay.
But 14 I can handle, no issue.
You can handle 14 rats?
14 fucking rats. Look, they're fucking small.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. They're kind of like they're pretty medium sized. They're not big rats.
They're not.
No. They're
huge
just
rats.
scuttling up to you. Yeah. They're like.
Yeah, and they're not. They're only biting my feet, and I have shoes on.
Yeah. I mean, they could like climb up your legs.
They wouldn't do that. They're not smart enough. They're rats.
Rats fucking do that. Have you seen that one video with like a bunch of rats?
It was fake.
No.
It was made.
It was made by fucking Germa. He sings rats. They're fucking rats. But anyway, I would probably die after 4. Because I can grab 2 and bash 1 more, like with the rats. But if there would be a 4th one, what do? He could climb up my hand and start nibbling my ear. What am I gonna stop him? No.
But the thing is that if you have a sled,
Yeah.
you could just sit on them all.
A sled. Like slide onto them?
No, like one of those sleds when you go in the snow.
Yeah. You're
a
gonna
flat
slide
one,
on?
a flat
Oh.
one.
Oh.
One of those rat ones.
Yeah?
And then you just like jump and you body pound them.
Holy fucking shit, that looks awesome.
And so you like bait them all into walking into you.
Yeah.
Because you're a big boy human, big smart brain.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So you
when they're
flatten
all
them.
under you, you just fucking jump up on the sled. And 14 rats is the limit.
I remember that sleds, they say it specifically on the,
On the box,
thing, on the label.
it says can handle
Max
14.
14 rats.
Yes. Be careful
Under
with
splatter.
15.
Be careful with 15, one may escape.
And climb up your leg.
Climb up your wall.
Up your wall.
He'll wall jump onto you and ground pound you from behind.
The rats have become Mario.
Rat Mario. Rat Mario would be scary. We've had Cat Mario. Now it's time for Rat Mario. Ratamari? You ever play those shitty escape games on your phone?
What do you mean?
Like the ones that like put you in a room and they're like, haha, now press things and put them together to escape the room.
No.
There's like thousands of them.
I've played all those Flash games where you like,
Yeah?
you're supposed to combine the right items to get out of your cell. And
Yeah.
then you're like-
That's
That's what you're
basically
talking
it.
about.
That's basically it, but on a phone. Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, some of them are so bad, but I still enjoy them so much.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Fun.
Even if they're like, why the fuck was that the explanation? And I had to look up like a fucking tutorial on how to do it because it was stupid.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it in a way because I clicked little buttons on my phone.
Honestly,
Doesn't
you know
that
how
just say something
children.
about humanity?
No,
Yeah?
it does not.
Oh.
You know how children. You know how children are just like they can watch anything on TV.
Yeah.
I understand them, man. Like I wouldn't.
I mean,
I'd
yeah.
be able to watch it, but I wouldn't be able to like be sustained by it.
Yeah, true. But that's why they usually sit there and play with toys while they watch TV.
Exactly. That is so smart. Children are fucking amazing.
No, they're not.
They are so smart. Would you
No.
have thought of taking the toy?
No, because I would
Exactly.
be too interested in the good fucking shows that we had.
But the thing is that you're not watching a good show. See, okay, so
They're not
I was
watching a
at
good show,
a Finnish neighbor's place, and one of their children is like 6.
Yeah.
He was sitting on the couch watching TV.
Yeah.
And what was on TV was a circus show.
Yeah.
but it was a very average circus show. None of the performances were any good. They were walking around with a horse on stage, and the horse was just like kind of tropping along.
Yeah.
And like then some dude in a trapeze jumped around.
That was pretty good.
And it's like so average and not interesting.
Yeah.
But yet me and this child, we sit in front of it and watch. And meanwhile, I'm judging him while also watching it. But he's playing with a fucking Lego.
Right.
That is so smart. I would never have thought of that.
I love how you did you really analyze a child?
I analyze children every day.
Oh. Okay, no, that's fucking stupid.
Sometimes I analyze them, but that is not for police.
I'm sorry, but you could have both been watching something more interesting.
I did not have the remote, and he was deciding.
Oh, well then you had no
And my
choice.
parents were drinking wine and talking to
But
these
that
Finnish
doesn't-
people.
that doesn't make
the
him
Finnish
smart.
people were fucking like, you stay. Because fucking Finnish people, you know what's funny about Finnish people? They speak Swedish, but wrong. So this Finnish person, all of them, I think it's like just a thing that they learn in Finnish Swedish, because there is such a thing as Finnish Swedish, is that there is the expression just det, which means just that. In Swedish, you use that as right. But in Finnish, they use it as exactly that. You are right.
Oh.
And it just sounds so wrong.
Right. To me, it sounds like they were saying "you stay," and that's what I thought you were saying. You stay.
No, just det.
Ah.
And it's like every time that happens, like I'm like, yeah, so this one thing is actually this, and then they go, oh, just det. I'm like, oh, did they just remember that? But no, they were just like precisely that.
Exact. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but back to that Finnish kid, he's fucking stupid.
No.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
he could have been watching a better show with more, like, substance and just let go of the toy and not have been fucking distracted by something like a dumb idiot baby.
I do not think you're fucking one to talk about substance, Mr. I can't even watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, not all
season.
of it. Because I had an anime to watch, which was way more interesting than Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Anime
and all of those
is way more fucking slower pace.
Same with Community. Fucking all those shows will not interest me as much ever as anime. And I know you're different, but that doesn't make me less fucking full of consistency and fucking...
I just don't understand how you can be less interested by something where more things are happening.
What?
In anime, so little things happen, except for that one episode
There's
where
an
everyone's
interesting story. You follow the story. It
There's
builds
an
up.
interesting
I
story.
like build up. I don't like when an episode just goes like, ram it all in one episode.
Well, that's
what
the
I
thing
feel
about
like
episodes,
when I watch this type of shit.
is that there's an overarching fucking thing and underarching thing, whereas in anime, the overarching thing takes over way too much.
There shouldn't. There doesn't have to be an underarching thing.
But
The
then the
overarching
episodes
thing
get
is the whole
the episodes
deal.
get stale sometimes because they're just
Well, to
used.
you, maybe.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, to me, it's not like that.
That is very interesting, but also fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you for having a different opinion.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
I'm sorry, but it is true that I'm just deterred by shows with people in it, actual like actors. I'm like, this is boring. I can see people talk and say funny shit to each other every day if I just go to Pontus. I don't fucking need a show for me to do that. I can watch anime and watch shit that I can't see in real life. I want to watch people beat the fuck out of each other or have long, meaningful conversations without being interrupted for like 10 minutes. I can watch that and I'm enjoying it because I'm just like mesmerized by the talk, you know? And there's a bunch of shows that do that. And to me, they're interesting.
Yeah.
And less happens. I guess you like more active shows then?
Yes.
And I just like relaxing shows.
I like
also
relaxing
active
shows
ones
too, but they have to have something.
They do though.
Like, the thing is that in so much anime, in my opinion, I love manga because you can fucking blast through manga.
Right.
But anime is like
you pick the pace.
Yes, exactly. Anime has a specific pace, and if that pace is not like your pace, then to me it's not as interesting.
Oh. I like how different the paces are in different anime, though.
Yes, I think JoJo's pace is very good,
And that's what-
except for in
yeah.
part 3, because then it's just boring.
True. But that's I got a little bored of JoJo Part 3. That's
Yeah.
true. But
I got a little bored of almost every JoJo part, to be
Oh,
honest. I had to
damn.
stop in some of
Really?
them and come back 2 days later.
Oh no, Part 2 fucking sucked me in.
Yeah,
I never stopped with Part 2.
same. Okay, yeah,
And-
part 2 is the only part that.
Yeah, I think Part 4 was also pretty good. I don't think I stopped much at that one. Part 5 though, I did.
I stopped in part 4 when there was the whole Koichi and
The hair
girl
girl?
thing. I was like,
Oh.
this is not that interesting,
Oh,
and I
okay.
stopped watching for a couple
Right.
days.
Yeah, I think I also paused a bit at that moment, but I kind of pushed through.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's
Yeah.
what I mean. It's just I think normal shows are more my pace.
guess-
And I really like the idea of anime because I
Uh-huh.
love manga and I love
Yeah.
stuff in manga. But it's so more often than not when I watch anime, I just like it feels like I'm just waiting, and that's the
Right.
opposite. I want something to entertain me.
Well, okay, so here's the thing with the shows that you watch, right?
Yeah.
They have this thing that one episode or 2 episodes, sometimes when it's a part 1, part 2 thing,
Yeah.
that in itself is a story.
Yes.
There's something that happens, and that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
In anime, I really enjoy the like culmination of everything, and it just building up to this one episode at the end where you just feel so satisfied with everything that happened.
I understand.
Like comedy and like with reality TV kind of. I mean, actual. Sorry, whoops.
Reality TV.
Reality TV. Actual actors, right? And like shows like Community, Friends, Big Bang Theory, which sucks, but it's also one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all a bit different, but anyways, you know, it's a short burst of excitement every time, of fun, because it's an episode that's good.
Yes.
And in anime, it's like a lot of the time, it builds up very slowly, and then there's an episode that gives you that gratification, and then another one like 4 episodes later or 5 episodes later, and then the last one where you're like, oh, this is it, this is the top, I feel really good.
The thing is just that since it builds up so much,
Yeah.
my standard, like my expectations become so high, and then
Oh.
they're I'm almost always disappointed.
Damn, dude.
Like that one Demon Slayer episode
Yeah?
where all the shit happens and he fucking masters his dad's breathing or whatever.
Yeah.
That's an awesome episode.
Yeah.
But since it took so long to get there, I wasn't happy enough
Oh.
with that because it's
remember
like he
screaming
kills
during that
one
episode.
guy, and it's like, great job.
The guy was strong.
The guy was strong, but still.
Yeah.
And then he fucking gets arrested anyway. And it's like in
yeah.
Attack on Titan, I watched like half of the first season,
Mm-hmm.
but then I just couldn't keep watching because nothing was happening.
Hmm.
I felt like.
Right. No, Attack on Titan was kind of boring. Sorry, I'm sorry. I know there's a bunch of Attack on Titan fans, and it's really popular, but even season 1, where everybody fucking screamed at it how good it was, I think the way people hyped it up kind of ruined it for a bunch of people. Because everybody was like, this has to be fucking amazing. But it's good. But that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice job, dude. Uh-oh.
Well,
Uh-oh. It's nice that you can kind of like wriggle yourself out of everything. But yeah, man, it's anime's not for everyone,
no.
and definitely not every single anime. There's some that fit some people, and then there's others that fit other people, and then there's me, where I almost fit with everything, except for Black Clover. Fuck that. I'm not gonna go through 90 episodes of a tiny child screaming until it gets good.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Anger. I love you, but no.
It's like I really like the
Yeah.
idea of like Naruto.
Yeah.
Because especially since I read a big part of the manga, I love the manga. It's just like a cool show about cool things that I enjoy and that I would like to see more about. But there's just so much like just stuff that I don't want to sit through it.
Exactly. That's how I feel about it too. No, Naruto really, how slow it builds up is a bit too much for me, man. I'm sure there are way more patient people in the anime community than me,
Yeah.
and they can sit through that. I mean, kind of weird coming from someone who loves Monogatari, but I'm sorry, it's just, I don't know, it's like ninjas fighting and new cool techniques, but after a while it's like, oh, more episodes of the same thing?
Yeah.
And now there's filler too? No, thanks.
Yeah.
I'll leave now. I'm not into big shows, like the ones that have like 100 plus episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. I was gonna say. Oh my god, just turn around, please. I can't get through it. I'm just gonna go get all these trees. When it comes to people, I'm pretty patient.
Yeah.
I think. Apparently, I'm a good teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Which is strange. But
Whoa. Nice bounce.
yes, but apparently I'm a good teacher, and I'm patient with people and stuff. But when it comes to media, not at all. I wanna fucking explode through video games. Thank you. I wanna explode through video games. I love Doom because you could just run through it most of the time, and that's why I fucking hate. I can complain about Doom now. The fucking there's one enemy in Doom Eternal. That's the worst thing because it just stops you.
Really?
It like the whole game is
he,
about
like, freezes
flow.
you or what?
No, you have to like stay at a specific distance from him so that he opens up to an attack, and you have to stay there
Oh, that's
for like
gross.
a whole of like 5 seconds.
In Doom or Doom Eternal?
Doom Eternal.
Oh, that's fucked.
Doom was much better in that way, but all the levels were much less interesting.
Right.
But otherwise, Doom Eternal is amazing because all the enemies are just great, and you cycle through the weapons very effortlessly. But that one enemy, man, he fucking throws a random dog at you sometimes. You have to always stay this specific distance.
dog?
Yeah. And you have to kill the dog, otherwise you're gonna die in 2 hits.
Yeah.
And you always have to stay this distance away from him. If you're too far away, he fucking shoots you
Right.
with a gun,